Hi everyone, my name is Babet Sumenana and my PD presentation is on token economy to engage and motivate students with ASD in the classroom. I will use Bates and Morgan 7 elements of effective professional development. Welcome everyone. Our PD title is Token Economy System to engage and motivate students with ASD. The objective is to understand and be able to implement a token economy system in the classroom. Today's focus, we will define token economy, provide practical examples, and show how token economy supports students with ASD. Why should we use token economy in our classroom? The token economy are evidence-based strategies to improve student motivation, to reduce disruptive behavior, and increase engagement, especially for students with ASD. Now we have to define token economy. What is token economy? It's a behavior reinforcement system where students earn tokens for showing appropriate behavior. Token can be exchanged for backup reinforcers. For example, the token can be a sticker, points, fake money, check marks, and cards. There are so many different types of token. It depends on the teacher. Choose one. And the backup reinforcer can be the iPad or the iPad time, can be the snack, can be toys, can be break time, depending on what the student like. Usually the backup reinforcer is the student preference. Let's take a look at our samples scenario. The student target behavior here is remain seated during the classroom lesson. The token I will use here is the circle stick. And the backup reinforcer is 5-minute break on the iPad after earning 5 circles sick. So my student love being on the iPad. So I'm using that iPad for his reinforcer. So you sit down every 30 seconds. After you win 5 circle stick, I will give you 5 minutes on your iPad. So, and one thing is important. Every 30 seconds, when the student is able to sit down for 30 seconds, when giving him the circle stick, you have to give him a feedback. Good job for sitting down for 30 seconds. You have 1 stick circle. So let's try this. I have my phone. I set up the time for 30 seconds. Once the student is able to sit down for 30 seconds, you give him 1 circle stick and a feedback. Good job! I love the way you seated for 30 seconds. You have won 1 stick circle. Nice job. So every 30 seconds that he sit down, you give him 1 stick circle. This is the token board. Every time you give him 1 stick circle until he reaches 5 stick circle. Once he has 5 stick circle, now you have to make that exchange. You give him, he give you the stick circle and you give him the 5-minute break time on his iPad. So this process has to be clear. You have to explain it to the student, and you have to be consistent with the exchange. So once he has 5 stick circle, you have to exchange. You have to give him his 5 minutes on his iPad. And every time after the 5 minutes on the iPad, you take the iPad away. Again, you start the process. And This has to be consistent every day, every day, every day. And once you see that the student is able to sit down for 30 seconds, you increase to 1 minute. Every time you see that, is able to sit for 1 minute, you keep increasing until the student is able to sit down for the whole time during the lesson. What is the purpose to implement token economy for students with ASD? Kogel and al. Say that two of the primary motivating techniques identified in study on autism therapy are token reinforcement system, which utilize student preferences and provide regular feedback. And Charlotte, Christie, and Hermes said when implemented daily in the classroom, the token economy system help increase engagement and decrease disruptive behavior in students with autism. Again, we have to use the token system every day. It's our routine every day in the autism classroom, every day, so that student will get used to it. Student will know what he's doing. He will know that if I sit down for this time, I will have this, I will gain this for my reinforcer. So the main idea here is to exchange the token reinforcer immediately when the student is able to gain his 5 circle. Immediately, it has to be immediate reinforcer. And the feedback has to be consistent. Good job, good job, good job, because students like that. Good job, for doing this. And we have to capitalize on student interest. What do they like? What does it like? iPad, 5 minutes on the iPad. He likes sitting down on the corner for 5 minutes. He like the calm down area. Like me, I have a calm down area on my in my classroom. I have students that just love going there for 5 minutes and sit down and be calm. So teacher must have the basic ABA to be able to implement the token economy system. So they have training all around town for ABA. So all teachers must have a basic training for ABA. Now, it is time for you to practice. Get into a small group of 3 or 4 people. Choose one target behavior you want to reinforce. It can be raising your hand, staying on task. It can be anything, that disruptive behavior. Choose a target behavior for that. And choose 1 or 2 reinforcers. It can be 5-minute break on the computer, 5-minute break in the calm down area. Design a token system. This is a token system. Design a token system. And then how many tokens the student have to earn. For me, it was 5 tokens. The student has to earn 5 tokens to be able to have 5-minute break on his iPad. And then how many tokens are needed to trade. Again, you choose that. What reinforcer to use? What reinforcer do you need to use? You have to choose it. So after that, you share with every other person what you share briefly what you did, and present your system to your colleagues. Summary and reflection. Token economy are simple, flexible, and student-centered. They are valuable resources to promote engagement and reduce problematic behavior. What to do next? You guys have to access to feature training on token economy system. We have ABA expert support available for in-class coaching. So if you need help, ABA experts are everywhere in the county, Clark County School District to help. So now, which behavior will you focus on? using token economy system next week. I encourage you to go for training to learn how to build or to set up a token board. Okay, everyone. Thank you for your participation. And if you have any question, I'm available to provide answer. Thank you so much.